Andrew, I'm going to apologize for butchering your last name, but it's Andrew Ardoin, right? First off, I found your show on YouTube a few months ago and have been hooked since. My question is, with the Lord of the Rings movie making so much money, is there any chance that some company will make a Dune movie? I mean, it's a best-selling sci-fi book series and way better than the Lord of the Rings books. I think if some company would do the Legends of Dune books first as a movie and just film all 3 movies together like the Lord of the Rings did and release them a year apart, they couldn't go wrong. I mean, I don't understand how they can make Twilight and Ender's Game and the Hunger Games movies, but not Dune. I don't remember when the first movie came out, but I think it made money. And the miniseries was a huge success for the Sci-Fi channel. Keep up the great work. You guys and girls rock.
Thanks a lot for the question, Andrew. First of all, books, much like movies, are all subjective. Your opinion is no better and no worse than mine. That's all cool. Better than the Lord of the Rings books? No. No, I mean, it's cool if you think so. That's awesome. I just happen to have a very, very different opinion, my friend. Also, let me correct a couple of things. You thought the first Dune movie made money. It did not. It lost money. As a matter of fact, it lost a lot of money. Worldwide, I believe the first Dune film made about $30 million on a $40 million production budget, and that's not counting marketing costs. Plus, then you subtract the money that actually goes back. It lost them a lot of money. And the Dune series, I believe William Hurt was one of the stars in, was actually one I liked. I liked the Sci-Fi series and Dune, but it was not a big success for the company. So now you have this property, a beloved book series that sadly not enough people today have read, that had a flop of a movie. Actually, a lot of people still remember the movie because it was a flop. And then a TV series that really didn't have the success that it should have had, maybe. And it just kind of makes sense that no, people don't want to take a chance on this. Look, studios, when they're approaching a potential property, they're asking 2 questions. And one of the questions is, would this make a good movie? But that's not the first question. The first question they must ask is, will people go out to see this? That's question 1. Question 2 is, now can we make it good so that they'll be happy they saw it, maybe go see it again, and recommend it to other people? Those are the 2 main questions that they're going to ask. And the thing about Dune is that it kind of fails right off the top. There's nothing to suggest that a lot of people would go out to see it. I would see it. I know for a fact Dennis would see it. And you would clearly see it. But as of right now, I don't think they can say we could think that we would reach a mass audience with this. Now, some of the other films that you mentioned in there, how can Hunger Games get made? How can Twilight get made? Because they made ass loads of money. More money than you and I can dream of in our wildest fantasies. And I have vivid fantasies, my friend. And that they made that much money. So when you're asking how can those get made, that's why. So I don't think we're going to see a Dune movie in the next 5 years. Maybe somewhere down the line, a studio will decide to roll the dice, maybe put a $50, $60, $70 million budget in to get the worms in there. That's going to be huge because you got to make them look badass. But I don't think right away. Dennis, how do you see it?
Well, first of all, I think the next Hunger Games movie should have a movie poster that says, "We made an ass load of money," and that's it. So come see it. I actually like the David Lynch movie that flopped.
I did too, actually. As a matter, Patrick Stewart. A lot of people forget Patrick Stewart's in there.
And I didn't see the Sci-Fi series, but I heard it was good, and I heard it covered more of what was in the book. But yeah, you're right. It just. Back then, I think Dune was a bigger name, you know, when the movie came out. And right now, it's just most people are like my age or older that remember Dune. And so I don't think it has that name recognition. So it's a risky proposition because the type of movie that is, you're talking about the worms, it's an expensive movie.
This would be a fairly expensive movie.
I mean, you're saying 70, 80, that's like on the low end.
Yeah.
I mean, originally Peter Berg wanted to do it, and he wanted like 100-something for it. So, yeah, I'm hoping for a Dune movie, but I just don't see it happening. At least not anytime, I think, in the next 5 or even 10 years.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.